You know, you already know what I'm finna say. You already know how I feel. Um, the national media, the national sports world is completely overreacting. It's getting ridiculous out there. It's getting absolute ridiculous. They are completely overreacting, in my personal opinion. And y'all already know what it is. Behind the Summer League, y'all really gonna overreact over the Summer League. What's up, YouTube? Your boy back once again with another sport topic, and today we're gonna talk some basketball, Orlando Magic basketball. Today we're gonna talk the Summer League and the shutdown of the Summer League. Well, not the shutdown, the actual Summer League, but the Orlando Magic shutting down number one overall pick Paolo Banchero. They're not gonna play for the rest of the Summer League. We're gonna talk about is this a good decision, is this a bad decision, what's the real reason why they're doing it, and then why everybody's in an uproar behind it, especially for the people from the national media. We're gonna talk about, we're gonna break it down. But like I've been telling y'all before, if you liking the content, make sure you liking the channel. Make sure you subscribing to the channel. Make sure you comment on all the videos. You liking all the videos. Also, make sure you sharing on all social media platforms. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, Snapchat. Any type of social media platform that you use, make sure you're sharing on those same social media platforms. Also, follow me on social media as well. The links in the description below. We're giving away 30 days free on Amazon Prime. If you sign up to Amazon Prime, you get 30 days free. So if you don't have Amazon Prime, the link is in the description. You sign up, you get 30 days free Amazon Prime. Also, my social media links are in the description as well. So make sure you hit those up. Follow me on social media. Like I say, comment, like, share, subscribe. Share the videos, comment the videos, make sure you liking the channel, make sure you sharing the channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and let's get this channel growing and growing and growing. Now, the Orlando Magic played Paolo for the first two games of the Summer League against the Houston Rockets and then also against the Sacramento Kings. Both of those wins, especially the overtime win against the Sacramento Kings on Saturday, which was probably one of the most entertaining Summer League games I've ever seen. Going to double overtime and things like that. So the Magic felt like they seen enough out of Paolo and they didn't need to play him anymore. And a lot of people was in uproar, especially because Monday it was going to be Paolo versus Chet. You know, it was going to be Magic versus the Thunder, Paolo versus Chet, things like that. And it's been making this rounds because a lot of people have been upset from the national media. I mean, I've seen Skip and Shannon talk about it. Cowherd talked about it. Jalen Rose talked about it. Just a lot of people been talking back and forth and actually upset. I know a lot of Magic fans in my comments. I did it live the other day, and a lot of them went basically upset about the whole Summer League and things like that. And I ain't gonna lie, to be honest, now I ain't gonna say I was upset. I wanted him to play. I wanted to see Chet versus Paolo. I really did. Especially, I want to see it as quick as possible. But at the end of the day, it's a game. It doesn't mean anything. And as I said back, it makes sense for the Magic to rest Paolo. You don't want no unnecessary injuries and things like that. You don't want nobody to get hurt in a Summer League game because it's just that, a Summer League game. It means absolutely nothing. I know this year they're out here giving out rings and stuff like that. They're trying to make the Summer League a relevant case. This whole push since 2017 where they made a general thing about Summer League. Summer League has been around for a long time. But now the coverage, the way they're doing it, they're making it this big thing. They got Summer League champions. And like I said, now they even going to have rings this year. So they make it more of a conscious effort. Like I said, I think it's all a money grab to get people to come in, to get the ratings, to get people to go to the games and things like that, to get people starting to be invested in the Summer League. But then it's just that. It's Summer League. It's below preseason. So it's really, in my personal opinion, not a big deal. It's really not. It's really not a big deal, but yet they're trying to make this general push to make it a big deal. Hey, by all means, if that's what you want to do, you want to make it a big push, go ahead. But it's really not that big of a deal. And for everybody to be so upset behind it, even people talking about that the Magic are probably scared to have him go up against Chet because they don't want it to be proven that maybe Chet was the better player. It's stupid. It's just downright absurd. If that was the case, they wouldn't have let him play against Jabari because Jabari was the consensus to who everybody thought the Magic were going to draft anyway. So not Chet. Chet was never in the running. I know a lot of people wanted Chet, and a lot of people in the national media kept on trying to push for Chet. but Chet was never in the conversation. It was between Paolo and it was between Paolo and it was between Jabari. And for them not to even work out Paolo at all and them draft Paolo #1 tells me the moment that the Magic won the #1 overall pick, the moment they won the lottery, they target and zone in on Paolo and they like, everybody else has to prove me otherwise, or else we're taking Paolo. And Paolo has validated that for the most part. Again, we know it's just the summer league, but he's been the best player on the court by far. And he's been, my personal opinion, he's been the best player in summer league by far. Don't get summer league, 2-game sample size, averaging 20 points, 6 assists, averaging 5.5 rebounds, averaging I think 2 blocks. 2 blocks and I think 2 steals per game. And I'm not gonna say that he's better at defense than what people thought. Like a lot of people who actually evaluated him said that he has the NBA body, he has the strength and things to play defense. It's more so of a 1-2 type of situation. And in critical moments, the chase down block against Jabari on Thursday, and then on Saturday the game winning block. The sudden death shot at the end of the game shows you that when crucial moments he's willing to play. In crucial moments he's able to play defense. He's probably never going to be an all first team, second team, all defensive guy. Never going to win defensive player of the year, but I don't think he's going to be a liability. And when he's giving you on the offense, as long as he's not a liability on defense, you're basically going to get the return of your investment the way he's proven he can be on offense. And what he's shown you, like I said, he's shown enough. The Magic feel like they shown enough. They said they want to get some other guys in. They want to get some other looks at some guys. But they feel like Paolo has shown enough. Paolo's showing you exactly what you need to see. Like I told y'all in the last video, that it would be more concerning, actually, if he would go out there and just dominate and get 40, 50 points a game and stuff like that. Then, okay, something's afoot here. Something's up. Now, obviously, you never want to play bad. You never want to play bad. So, as long as you're playing as long as you're showing improvement, you're showing that you belong, that the game is not overwhelming, and that you can pick your spots and dominate your spots when you're that type of force. He's shown you exactly what you want to see out of him. He's proven, in my opinion, why you go after him and you take him with the #1 overall pick. And there was nothing else to see. You've seen exactly what you want to see. You've seen exactly what you need to see, and there's no risk. There's no point to risk him potentially something just bad happening in a summer league game, in a game that ultimately doesn't mean anything. You don't have the rest of the guys around them, so it's not like it's building continuity and things like that. It's none of that. It's not like, RJ's there, but it's not like he's out there playing with. If he was out there playing with Suggs and Cole Anthony and Franz Wagner and stuff like that, if those guys was in it, okay, then maybe they build some chemistry and things like that. Also, sidebar, I think they probably go undefeated and then win the Summer League Championship. That's just my perspective. If they was bringing those guys out there, because the rest of these guys that's playing Summer League, a lot of these guys ain't going to be on said teams that they're playing on. So, I think that type of experience is just because you got guys who are going to be guys who you definitely are going to be counting on for the regular season. If those guys are playing, I do think the Magic would be in a better situation to actually win the whole Summer League Championship if that's something that you want to do. I was watching Locked On Magic the other day, and he actually echoed something that I kind of already thought, and I'm not for sure if I said it in my last video, if I said it in the live, but they don't think that Paolo's going to play all the preseason games. Play all the Summer League games anyway. Like, I don't think there was ever going to, even if he would have played bad, don't think he would have played all the Summer League games anyway. I think they would find a way to get rid of him. Like I said, I thought they'll probably play, 4 games maximum, like 3 or 4 games. They only play 2. I didn't think that they'll play him all. Like I said, if he showed you just good, decent basketball, you wasn't going to play him the whole Summer League. And for people, like I say, to be upset, talking about afraid or load management and things like that, it's not no load management. It's not like people talk about this load management thing is getting out of hand. It's not load management. It's not load management. Load management is an 82 game season. They're taking off back to back, so they're doing it because they're trying to get to the playoffs. They're not doing that. They just don't need to see anything else in a meaningless game. See, load management is when games still mean something and you don't play them. Like game 67 means something in the NBA schedule. Game 45 means something in the NBA schedule because those games are the difference of are you in the play-in or you the 6 seed, or from you being the 6 or 7 seed to you being the 3rd seed. Because I forgot what season that was. It was a couple years in the West that seed 2 or seed 2 through seed 8 will separate from 2 games, a game or 2. Like the team that was the 8th seed, if they win 2 games and the seed who's the 2nd seed will lose 2 games in a row, they could actually end up flipping, and the 8th seed could be the 2nd seed, and the 2nd seed could be the 8th seed. That margin of error. That's load management when you're taking off when games are still valuable and you can still get into certain spots. It's the summer league, man. It's the summer league. It's the summer league. It doesn't mean anything. I don't care about these bull rings that they giving out. It does not mean anything. It doesn't mean anything. It's the summer league. Granted, would I want him to play? Absolutely. Would I want to go? Hey, if the Magic get a chance to get the summer league championship, would I want it? Yes, it's something. It's something. Yes, it's something. I'm not gonna again. You never watch a game and wanting to lose, or you always want to win. You always want to play good, play fast, and you always want to win. But at the end of the day, I'm not about to be upset about this because it's summer league. It's the summer league. It is. It's the summer league. Like like I said, this whole notion narrative, oh, he's scared to go against Chet, or the Magic themselves are scared for him to go against Chet. Chet, that first game in the Utah Summer League, was this Utah? Yeah, it was. It was in Salt Lake City. Yeah, in the Salt Lake City Summer League, when he got the 26 points. Okay, yeah, that game he came out there like gangbusters. The rest of the Summer League games, he looked average. He not bad, but not good. I mean, not great. And he's been getting pushed around. I don't think that Paolo would have suffered or be afraid. Then Duke already like play Gonzaga, and then Paolo like put up like 20 some points and actually just balled against Chet head to head, and the game actually means something. Like it's not no fair. Like you said, no pressure on his arm. Like there's no pressure. So this whole notion, I think, is absurd. To be honest with you, I really do. And I'm tired of the narrative being pushed around. But I will say this. Because a lot of guys kind of said this after we won the lottery and got the number 1 overall pick. That now they got to talk about the Magic. And to be honest, they talked about us the next day about us getting the number 1 pick, or who should we get, and that was really it. No more talking, no more coverage about it up until towards the week of the draft, because the odds and stuff start flipping on their heads. And then everybody talked about the day after the draft, after we drafted Paolo. And everybody talked about the game against the Rockets and Jabbar. And now everybody's talking about this, about the low management of the summer league and things like that. And the Magic, from a national standpoint, are actually getting talked about more so now, probably than they have the whole 11 years or 10 years or whatever, how many years it's been since Dwight Howard got traded. Like, they haven't been talking about the Magic since then. So it's kind of like, okay, now they're kind of being forced to talk about it, because now they might talk in a negative light, because they talked about making fun of them drafting Paolo, and now talking about that possibly that the low management. But they all get talked about, so there's some type of national attention. Greg don't know how valid the national attention is, and really don't care about the national attention. But it is there. I know some people do care about it. It is there. But in all, do I think it was a good decision? Would I like to see him play? Do I think it's a good decision? Yes, I would like to see him play. I want to see him play the game against Chet. I did. I understand the decision a lot. I'm saying the decision, like I said, it's a meaningless little tournament season or whatever it is. Doesn't really amount to much, amount to nothing actually, outside of experience. So what's the point? Get ready for the NBA season, get for the preseason, get ready for the off season, get ready for the actual NBA season, where those games, where those 82 games actually mean something. So, that's really about when it comes to them shutting down Apollo. I think the Magic seen exactly what they wanted to see, what they need to see. There was no more. There's no other investment. They feel like they've been validated, and I feel like that as well. They've been validated why they drafted Apollo #1 overall, because he deserved to be #1 overall, and he looks better from the eye test. Forget what the numbers tell you, but look from the eye test when you watch Chet play, when you watch Jabari play, and when you watch Paolo play. And against each other outside of you have to go back to college to talk about Chet versus Paulo. To me, I feel like the right guy won in all those instances. So I think the Magic made the right decision. And then I seen Caleb just getting them gotten the contract signed 4 years. I think the first 2 years are guaranteed. Year 3 is non-guaranteed, and year 4 has a team option. So I'm glad. I think that he can actually do some things. I think he could be a good catch and shoot type guy. I think he'd be a guy who could come off the bench and get you a couple threes here and there and get you back in the game if you're starting to slip. If that game's starting to slip, I think he could be able to get you back into the game and things like that. So I actually think that he actually can benefit and actually help and help the Magic out this upcoming season. But like I said, I think Paulo's showing why he's the #1 overall pick. He's showing that he has the most skills, the most star potential, and I think other people are starting to see it as well. And we'll chill out. We'll chill out. We'll chill out. Like I said, the national media, yeah, they were wrong. They thought it was going to be Jabari. They thought it was going to be Chet, or wanted to be Chet. Thought it was going to be Jabari, wanted to be Chet, and actually being Paolo. And like I said again, understand it's just the summer league. It's not nowhere near a regular season. I think once they get the thing started and get things going, I think in the regular season as well, Paolo's gonna show why he was the #1 overall pick, and be damned if he got shut down during summer league. Because one thing, he doesn't even like it. He actually say he's not gonna push back against the team, but he actually wants to continue to play. I think he really wanted to go up against Chet. I think that's what it is. I think maybe if it wasn't OKC, maybe if OKC and Sacramento would have flipped the games, he probably wouldn't. He probably wouldn't. So it is what it is. But yeah, like, share, subscribe if you haven't, comment below if you haven't, click that bell, get more videos. Holla.